saya memutuskan untuk menyatakan berhenti dari jabatan saya sebagai Presiden Republik Indonesia terhitung sejak saya bacakan pernyataan ini pada hari ini, Kamis 21 Mei 1998.
Hello everyone, my name is Nurcahyo Abyan Wibowo and I'm absent 22.
Hello everyone, my name is Hasna Zafira Nuha, absent 15. I'm from class Social 3.
Hello, my name is Sekar Naia from class 12 Social 3.
My name is Alpitoh Paiz. I'm class 12 IPS 3. My absent 3.
First, I will explain about understanding New Order. The New Order is the term for the reign of President Suharto in Indonesia, replacing the old order which refers to the era of President Sukarno's reign. The New Order wants to run the people, nation, and state that are put back to implementation of Pancasila and the 1945 Constitution in a pure and consistent manner. Domestic political policy. First election 1971. Election that have been regulated through SIMPR 1967, which stipulates that election will be held in 1971. In this election, government official only sided with one of the election participants, namely Golkar. It was Golkar that always won the election in the following years, from 1977 until 1997. Second, political party simplification. Simplification of political parties into two parties and one work group, namely United Development Party or PPP, Indonesian Democracy Party, and work group or Golkar. Third, ABRI, dual function. The dual function of ABRI is the dual role of ABRI as a defense and security force and as a social political force. As a social political force, ABRI is directed to be able to play an active role in nation development. ABRI also has representative in the MPR known as the ABRI faction, so that as a position during the New Order era was very dominant. Fourth is guiltless for the appreciation of the practice of Pancasila or P4. Guiltless for the appreciation and practice of Pancasila or P4 or Eka Prasetya Pracaksara aims to provide understanding all levels of society regarding Pancasila. All organizations may not use ideologies other than Pancasila. Even P4 upgrading is carried out of civil servant.
Foreign policy. Among others, the first is Indonesia returns to being a member of the United Nations. When Indonesia left the United Nations on August 7, 1965, Indonesia was isolated from international relations and made it difficult for Indonesia both economically and politically in the world. This situation then encouraged Indonesia to return to being a member of the United Nations based on the result of the DPRG session. On September 28, 1966, Indonesia officially became a member of the United Nations. Next, restoration of diplomatic relations with Malaysia and Singapore, and severance of relations with China. In 1965, there was a confrontation between Indonesia and Malaysia and Singapore. To restore diplomatic relations, an agreement was signed between Indonesia and represented by Adam Malik, Malaysia represented by Tun Abdul Razak on 11 August 1966 in Jakarta. Restoration of diplomatic relations with Singapore sought the recognition of Singapore's independence on June 2, 1966. The last is strengthening regional and international cooperation. Indonesia began to strengthen cooperation both regional and internationally by making several efforts, namely is participate in the formation of ASEAN, sending Garuda contingent on peace mission, take part in non-allegiant summit, and role in the organization of the Islamic Conference or OIC.
New Order Economic Life. In its program, the New Order government established two economic policies, namely the long-term and the short-term. First, short-term program. President Suharto at the beginning of his reign was faced with quite difficult problems in the economic field. Various problems occurred, much an inflation which reached 650%, resulting in soaring prices of necessities. In addition, production equipment was damaged, especially in the agricultural sector. This problem results in a lack of welfare for the Indonesian people. Rehabilitation and economic stability became the initial policies of the New Order government in restoring this condition. Rehabilitation means physical improvement of infrastructure and production equipment, and stability is meant to control inflation so that prices do not increase continuously. The second is long-term program. On April 1st, 1969, the government created a foundation for development which was known as the 5-Year Development Plan, or Repelita. The Repelita 1 in 1969 focused on the rehabilitation of important infrastructure and the development of a business and investment climate. Repelita 2 in 1974 until 1979 and Repelita 3 in 1979 until 1984 focused on achieving economic growth, national stability, and equitable development with an emphasis on the agricultural and industrial sectors that process raw materials into raw materials. The focus of Repelita 4 and Repelita 5, in addition to trying to maintain progress in the agricultural, began to focus on the industrial sector, especially industries that produce export goods, industries that absorb labor, agricultural product processing industries, and industries that can produce industrial machines.
Role of student youth and the end of the New Order. The important role of youth and student during the New Order era was as supervisor and observer of government policies. Youth and student can also as community mobilizer to government policies that do not benefit the community or to replace the president by force. The climax was the student demonstration that took place of 1921 May 1998 in front of the Jakarta DPR MPR building until May 20, 1998 at Merdeka Place. President Suharto resigned from this position and at the same time took the oath of office by PJ Habibie as the third President of Indonesia.
19 Mei 1998 menjadi hari penuh sejarah untuk Indonesia. Pada hari ini 23 tahun yang lalu, puluhan ribu mahasiswa menduduki gedung DPR MPR. Para mahasiswa memenuhi halaman hingga kubah gedung DPR. Aksi ini menjadi demonstrasi terbesar yang pernah dilakukan mahasiswa selama 30 tahun terakhir di gedung DPR MPR. Semakin besarnya tuntutan di gedung DPR MPR pada hari itu membuat Soeharto dan Orde Baru semakin terdesak. Hingga akhirnya Presiden Soeharto menyatakan mundur pada 21 Mei 1998. Agenda pertama reformasi, yakni mundurnya Soeharto, terpenuhi.